Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today we're going to continue on with using things from home to do your mixed media background. Now that's a mouthful for me to put on my title, so bear with me. I will just put number 2 next to it so you know. And if you did not see number 1, this is what we used, and I will link it down below and at the end of this video. It'll come up as a little thumbnail on the screen. If you click that, it'll take you to this video so you can see what we did and what this is. So here we go. So this is the page. Everything's dry. You can see here we used a little spray. So what we have here is your throwaway toilet paper or paper towel holder. And if it's a paper towel, a core, I guess, you can cut it in half if it's too big or just leave it the size. And how many of us have these sitting around? It's just a lid. Doesn't have to be this big. It could be a lid to your paint. It could be a lid to um, glue. It could be a lid to anything at all. Maybe you have the cooking spray or whatever. So that is what this is. And today we're going to do some circles on this. So first I'm going to use this since it's very self-explanatory. And I am using the color Aqua from Folk Art. And I am just going to move it. And you see what I'm doing? I hope you can see. I'm just moving it around so everything gets covered. Okay. And then I'm just going to, I might have to put another color down. All right. For the toilet paper. Now maybe some of you have no toilet paper core. And excuse my daughter's dog barking. And don't always make it full, just make it, and remember, we're going to go over this with different colors. So I like to white it out or black it out, whatever, with, white paint, black paint, doesn't matter. So I have that. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just give it a twirl on. Now, always have another piece of paper, which I did, but not today, where you could dab off because then you're doing a twofer, which I love. So the next color I'm going to do, I think, we're trying to stay, kind of relatively in the same. Let's do, how about some red today? So I will use alizarin crimson. And I got to open her because she's a little, I had her sitting here, just got her. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm just going to put a little bit right here. Just like, well, you can't see it, so I'll do it right here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to show you two things. We get another twofer with the toilet paper. So, of course, you can use the toilet paper and do the same thing. Now, I'm using the red and blue, and I'll show you something at the end as well that's pretty cool. And I'm just dabbing it in there, you can see. And then I'm going to just do the same thing. I like to do over them. Just so we get some, because only some of these will show at the end once we're done. So it doesn't matter how many you do. I love doing a lot. You don't always have to dab it in. Doing a dab for Angie there. She needs a little love, so send Angie some love. Okay, so I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. And that looks like a lot, and it is in theory, but not really. So here's what I like to do next. The other side, you can shape. Now, you could do it with tape and everything, and if I can find what I did with my tape, you can tell I've been cleaning. But so I will push, and we'll do one here, and then we'll do one here. We'll just do it easy. You could do a 4 if you want. You could do 5. You could do whatever your little hands can do. All right, and we're just making a shape. It doesn't have to be any shape, and you can be very methodical and, do whatever. Now, sometimes what I like to do, I should have pulled out my other one. I like to take my tape, and I'll just run it around there so it holds the shape better. But today I'm not going to do that. And you see, we got another shape. Now, I need some more paint. But what I'll do, let me do this. Let's show you now what I was going to do. We see we got some red and we got some blue. So I will take a paint brush and let's take some of the blue and mix it in the red. I'll take a little bit more red. I'm just mixing it. And then we get another color. Let's see, a little bit darker. So we're going to get like a grape ape. Anybody know what grape ape is? Probably not. I'm probably too old. All right. So you see what we're doing. And we get like a very, this would be they're different color blues. They're not your primaries. However, you see we got a nice color. It's going to be the same colors that we're using. And then we'll go in and I might as well just use my hands. My dogs are going to run now, so that's always enjoyable. I'm going to dab it around and then just add, now mind you, you can use more paint than I have here since I made it go real thin. This side needs more. Come on now. Use my paintbrush. Oh, you can use whatever you have. Sometimes it's just what it is. Now remember, go check out my other video if you didn't see it for using that other great, just kind of, it's the reason I like to tape, because it gives you a little bit more, but I think you see what I'm saying. Okay? And you get all these great shapes from these two things. So, let's see if I can find my tape here just to show you what I'm into taping lately because, you know, using stuff from home, you know, with quarantine and not being able to go out and Jersey's getting bad again. So I like to use these things. I'm really using a lot of different things and sometimes they get soggy. And what are you to do? Now, you know, you leave these dry and what will happen is it'll get hard. And the more you use it, the harder it gets because paint is acrylic. Acrylic paint is acrylic. Plastic, and it will get harder. But of course, now let me just give you a tip. If you have decorative scissors, you can cut this and then you'll have another shape. So save them. You always have good tools at home. I'll do it one more time. And this just gives sturdy. I know it seems, you know, like, oh, you're taping everything, but really, you know, you don't want to use these and it gets soggy and then all of a sudden, and if you tape over, which I do, I just fold it over. You can you know, cut it. And before the paint dries, just make sure you got your shape that you want. I don't care if it's an exact circle. I mean, that's up to you. And then it's much sturdier. So let's do this side. Now, when you first put the tape down, when you do a shape, you want to do it very lightly because you don't want to squish it. You want to get that main shape. I like to start in the middle, but I want to make this a point. So let's do this like that. Push it in. I love painter's tape or washes tape because, here comes my dogs, because it's easy to lift off if you make a mistake. So this is just my first. And that'll add your shapes. And then you continue adding. I'm not going to bore you. Continue adding. And then you can hear it doesn't, you know, it won't move. It does all the things. So my house is just a crazy mess today, it sounds like, huh? All right. You can make a heart. You could do whatever. I don't know if I'm going to have enough paint here to do this. Oh, a little bit of red there that I see. Okay. And then I'll just pinch this in. Let's see if we can get a heart here. And you see how you have a little heart. I mean, that's, you know, you just got to tape a little bit more, but I'm not going to bore you with any more of that. So think about it. And then your hands can always look like that, which is the fun of painting. But think about what else you can do. Always have a piece of paper next to you so you can dab off to make another piece of paper. Don't waste your, you know what I mean? Don't waste your paint or your time. You might as well do two, and you can do it differently. You can do your next piece with less of the circles. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, we're going to be layering and layering with different things, and you're going to see how then you just pick certain parts. You'll see. It's going to be a lot of fun. So this is our next layer. I hope you enjoyed it. I will hope that you will come back to my next video where I show you another thing that you can use from home. I have all kinds of fun little things that we can do and to make this really cool background. So remember, if you did not see the first video, I will link it down below and at the end. And always remember, be kind to each other because you never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys so very much. Leave me a thumbs up if you're enjoying this. Please leave me a comment so I know, you know, that you guys are enjoying these, so I should continue. So I will see you in my next video. Be safe, guys. Bye-bye.